Hey Gemini, welcome to Dark Eve Tarot. I am Eve, and we're going to get you a little trickster message. We're going to take a look at your personal trickster, and we're going to see how it shows up, like what it does, and why it shows up, and what happens if you don't listen to it. And a personal trickster is kind of like this kind of archetype energy that it comes from you, and it kind of comes out to get your attention when you are either going down a wrong path or, just kind of misaligned somehow. All right, one more shuffle. All right. All right, so let's see. Gemini's trickster. Alright, so how does it show up? Oh wow, someone just got this. Was it Cancer, maybe? So, you have the Lady of Masks, and it's the Shaper, and it's very... Your personal trickster is very shapeshiftery, so it's very intelligent, and it can take the shape of whatever it needs to get your attention. So we have here the Page of Pentacles, and to me it looks like there is a snake wrapped around like a timepiece. I mean, it's a sword, but to me it almost looks like a watch, or like the pendulum on a clock, kind of, or... So there's something to do with time. I feel like your trickster can even manipulate time. I almost wonder if it's like a deja vu thing. That is interesting. What is this? We have, the Hierophant. Ooh. Okay, so we have the Hierophant, which is, like this, it's kind of a more spiritual type card. I think what's going on here is like your trickster obviously can shapeshift, do whatever it needs to do to get your attention, to point things out to you, and there's some kind of like divine time component. It's almost as if your trickster comes out when there's like like on your path there's these kind of like divine pinpoints, like these choice points. So it's like whenever you're at one of those major choice points, the fork in the road kind of thing, there's this, like, it's super important, like to your path or whatever. And it's like whenever divine timing is at play, it's like your personal trickster comes out to ensure that you make the right choice. Because it's like this whole divine timing with this timepiece, right? And then this Hierophant here, it's like there is a spiritual component. It's weird. It's like your trickster is like a little divine helper in a way. Very interesting. But I feel like it can manipulate time somehow. Like if you do get that deja vu a lot, pay attention to it. Pay attention to exactly what triggered that deja vu feeling, because there's probably a message in that for you as to like direction. It comes out to guide you. So here, this row is kind of why it has come out. And you have, is it Charon the Ferryman? The keywords are necessity, focus, and transition. And I'm just the whole necessity thing. It's just like it comes out when it needs to. I don't feel like you see this trickster very often, Gemini. Only at certain key moments. Okay. Oh, weird. So like this figure here looks very similar to this figure in the boat. And this is the Ten of Wands. Okay, so I feel like this Ten of Wands is showing up, Gemini, because when when you do get bogged down and when you do feel a little bit like burdened, like, carrying that heavy load where you don't think you can go on anymore. It's like this, you've got this person in the boat and it's like they're easing you on, your path kind of. And it's like sometimes you get tired. You get tired, Gemini, and you don't feel like you can paddle anymore. And it's those times when this personal trickster, this divine helper, in a way, appears for you. King of Cups. Yeah, this is really badass. I love this King of Cups. It's like this lion's head. It's a lion's head, but it's in like this pentacle form. And like the pentacle is a very protective symbol. It's very protective, and I feel like this personal trickster of yours is very protective of you. Very protective of you. It's like it's totally aware of the times when you feel like you can't go on anymore, or you know what I mean? Like you're just wiped out. It knows you very well. Okay, so what happens if you don't heed the warnings, or if you don't listen to your trickster? If you don't pay attention to it, this is a possible outcome. Wow. Okay, so we have Hathor. This is interesting because so far in all of the trickster readings, the possible outcome if you don't pay attention to the trickster it's been very negative. Like dude, you better listen kind of stuff, right? But this is interesting here. I wonder how this row is going to go, because it's Hathor and it's the mistress of harmony. So you would think, oh, okay, harmony. Oh, I don't really have to listen to my trickster. But I know there's something else coming, but it's interesting that it's about communication, because you're Gemini and that's a whole Mercury thing, right? But it's mediation as well. And mediation is like that, like that go-between to restore balance. It's like if you don't listen to your personal trickster at these divine moments, these points in time that you are meant to make a choice in a certain direction, then things will become out of balance. There will be a lack, like a lack of harmony. All right, let's see here. So we have Queen of Pentacles here. And it's weird, what I'm seeing with this Queen of Pentacles is a little bit of chaos, because look what she's doing. Can you see what she's doing with the pentacles? She's got them in her hand. It's like she's the Queen of Pentacles. She's got a ton of pentacles, right? So she's grabbing pentacles and just throwing them in the air. Like, like making a mess of it, and just like creating chaos. And there's an Aries symbol on this card too. I don't know what Aries has to do with Queen of Pentacles, because I always see that as a Virgo card. But if there is Aries energy present, I would say it's like it's more intense. It's more intense than a regular Queen of Pentacles, you know? Because there's some force, there's a little bit of force behind it. You know, because Aries is like that Mars energy. Oh, okay. So you have the Hangman now. This card is so cool. I mean, not cool like, well, I like this card a lot. It's very interesting. There are different ways to interpret it because it's the Hangman, but if you see here, there's no man. It's just the rope. And there is like a cheetah or jaguar or something up in the tree. It's like waiting for you. It's kind of spooky. It's like it feels like I don't know, there's like a little sense of doom here, but it's like you're doomed to figure it out. Like I don't mean anything freaking morbid or nothing, but like or anything, but it's kind of like if you don't heed the warnings or if you don't pay attention to this internal trickster of yours, especially, at these divine moments, then there will be some kind of upheaval. Like your harmony will be taken, balance like will be replaced with chaos. Like things will be just kind of messed up and all over the place, right? And then but eventually, I mean, what this is telling me is you're going to have to like do it over. You're going to have to do it over, go back to that choice point and make the right choice. Because you will, this is telling me you will get that perspective that you need. And if you don't listen the first time, you're going to have to do it all over. And you know what I mean? And that could very well end up being a huge burden for you. I would say save yourself a lot of time. Save yourself a lot of time and a lot of effort, and just pay attention. All right, Gemini. This is pretty interesting. All right, this is your personal trickster message. If it resonates, hopefully you got something out of it. If it doesn't resonate, please don't try to make it fit. And it's not your message. I'll see you later. Bye.